What's going on? Welcome back to another vlog with your boy Chris. Welcome to the channel. If you're new here, if you're not new, welcome back. Like always, please hit the like button, smash the subscribe, share with your friends, your family, anyone that you think that needs to watch this. I love you guys. Let's jump into the video. All right. Too many of you are okay with wasting time. Too many of you are okay with postponing things that you should be doing today to tomorrow, to the day after, to the day after that, and you keep on pushing it back and pushing it back. And eventually what happens is you program your subconscious to be okay with just delaying things, not achieving the things that you want to or that you know you should be to be able to get to where you want to be in life. And you have to look at it like this, whether it's you wasting time or somebody that's wasting your time or somebody triggers you. There's every single day you're given $86,400. It's not actually dollars, they're seconds. And one single day there's 86,400 seconds if you didn't know, in one single day. And what do I mean by that? I mean, in a situation like you get into a fight with your parents and you'd usually be triggered, or you get into a fight with your girlfriend or boyfriend or your wife or husband or your best friend or business partner or your boss, or somebody makes you mad. That's most likely only gonna be a few seconds, right? Like somebody cuts you off on the road, you get road rage, you're upset. That time period is only maybe like a minute, 2-3 minutes, so a couple hundred seconds, if anything. But humans don't know how to detach from that emotion, and we end up dragging that on for a good portion of our day, and we end up wasting more minutes or more dollars. If you look at seconds in your day as dollars, we're wasting more dollars than we should be on things that don't deserve that wasted time or money, right? Be upset for a minute or two, but get over it, let it go. Don't ruin the rest of your day, because there's a quote that I love that I've seen a few times. I think it goes something like, did you actually have a bad day, or was it just a bad few minutes and you let it ruin the rest of your day? So like was that argument or that fight or that red light or you being late or whatever it is that upset you for a few minutes, was it worth wasting your whole day? Was it worth potentially wasting your last day? Because tomorrow's not promised. Too many people do things, they say tomorrow, I'll do this tomorrow, I'll do that tomorrow, I'll start my business tomorrow, I'll go and change my life tomorrow. But tomorrow's not promised. There's nothing on paper, there's nothing guaranteed that you're gonna wake up tomorrow morning to be able to do anything that you wanna do tomorrow or the day after, right? So you have to not live recklessly like it's your last day, but you have to try to achieve as much as you can every single day and treat every day like it's your last, and that you're just trying to get everything done, because at the end of the day, tomorrow's not promised, right? So there's so many different situations, but it just goes with anything in life. If you're constantly pushing things to tomorrow, you're constantly pushing things back, you're constantly changing the day you're gonna start something, or changing the day you're gonna do something, or changing the day you're gonna change your life, you're most likely never going to start it. The reality is you're most likely never going to start it. If you've been telling yourself you're going to do something for a few weeks or a few months or even a year, like if you're at the point where you're telling yourself a year, you've programmed your subconscious so much that you'll probably start it, but then when it comes to doing a big task, you're not going to want to do it. You're going to want to watch TV, or you're going to be discouraged, and you're going to push it back for another week, another month, another year, whatever the case is. You need to take control of your life. You need to take control of your emotions. You need to take control of your time. You need to take control of your effort. You need to take control of every aspect of your life. The people that are high achievers and the people that are killing it in life, they're not getting into an argument on the road and then letting that bother them for the rest of the day. They're not getting into an argument with an employee or a business partner or a boss or a husband or a wife or a boyfriend or a girlfriend and then dragging that on for the rest of the day. You know what they're doing? They're gonna get upset. They either have the mental strength to let go of it and put it to the side and say, you know what, this is done. I did what I had to do. I got emotional about it. Now I'm going to move on with the rest of my day and enjoy the rest of my day. Or maybe they meditate, or maybe they journal, or maybe they read, or maybe there's a song that they can put on and it instantly snaps them out of a bad mindset. Whatever the case is, you have to figure out a way to stop wasting time. You have to figure out a way to stop wasting money. You have to figure out a way to stop wasting precious and valuable resources that we have here that you may not have tomorrow, you may not have next week, you may not have next month. And people just live too much in the future. People live too much in the future, or we live too much in the past. It's very few people and a very small population of people that actually live in the present, because the present is sometimes hard for people to deal with. The present situation that they're in, the present relationship that they're in, the present health state that they're in, whatever the case is, the present is usually the hardest place to deal with, because that means that we have to address things, that we have to do things on time, that we have to wake up on time and start this, that we have to do this after that, and we can't push this until tomorrow because there's a due date that it needs to be done by this day or this time today, whatever the case is. So the present time is always the hardest one, but it's always the most rewarding one to be living in, because like I've said in previous vlogs, when you're present, you enjoy the process more, you enjoy the journey more. You're less bothered by things that are outside of you. Like, even if I get into an argument with someone, the second that conversation is done, within like an hour, I forgot about what we even argued about, because it's just irrelevant to me. It's not going to benefit my future. It's not going to benefit the rest of my day and help me achieve what I need to. So I just let it go. It's just like I've talked about in meditation. In meditation, the objective isn't to still your mind and not think about anything. The objective is to still your mind and be able to act as if you're just like a pillar in the middle of, imagine you're just like a stick in the middle of a river, right? And just like the water's passing by you, the water's not coming to you and just standing still there. The water's going around you, it's passing by you, it's passing through you or under you, or whatever the case is. Thoughts in meditation have to be the same way. They come, you allow them you observe them as they're passing, and then you release it. You observe it as it's passing and you release it. And it has to be the same thing with everything else. If you get into an argument, you observe it while it's happening, and then once it's done, you release it. Road rage happens, you observe it while it's happening, you release it. Because there's things to observe and learn while those situations are going on, to maybe get less triggered the next time you get into an argument on the road, to maybe get less triggered the next time your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend says something to you that makes you upset, to make you less triggered when that person in the office next to you keeps tapping their pen, and that usually irritates you. So now maybe just put a headphone in that one ear, even if you don't have anything in, to just detonate that sound, or to block that sound, sorry. There's a lot that can be learned while observing. There's a lot to be learned while being present. But if you're always in the future, if you're always pushing everything to the future, you're always putting everything to tomorrow, you're putting everything, I'll do it later today, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow morning, I'll do it when I wake up, chances are you're most likely not going to. If you have the time to do it right now, and there's not an actual reason as to why you can't do something in this present moment, then you're most likely not going to do it when you're supposed to do it. You're most likely going to continue to push it back. You're going to continue to make excuses for yourself as to why you haven't started doing this, or why you haven't started going to the gym, or why you haven't started cooking clean and eating meal preps, or why you haven't started learning how to do this, or this. You have to, just like I said at the start of this vlog, you have to treat those 86,400 minutes as if they're dollars, and you can't let them go unused. You need to use all of that time in the day. And like, if you sleep for 10 hours, well, guess what? You fucked up, because now you have so much less time in your waking hours to be able to spend to do things that are going to be productive, that are going to push you to your best life, that are going to help you be healthy, help you learn something new, help you learn a new skill, help you master a skill that you've been working on, whatever the case is. So you need to delegate time properly. You need to not allow negative situations or negative thoughts to take away from that bank account that you're given with $86,400 every day. Because every second that you're wasting on something that's not productive, every second you're wasting on something negative, every second you're wasting arguing, every second you're wasting sitting around doing nothing on your phone, every second that you're wasting in general, wasting doing anything, it should be treated as $1. And every second that's passed, someone's taking $1 out of your bank account. Every second that's passed, someone's taking $1 out of your bank account. And I guarantee that if somebody gave you a bucket of money and every time you wasted a second they took $1 out, you would be the most productive motherfucker on the planet of the earth. You'd be running around crazy. You would make sure that every second of your day is filled up and that you're using all those $86,400 properly, because you're not going to want people taking money out of your bucket. You're not going to want people taking $1 out of your piggy bank every second, not even every minute. Every second that passes, they're going to take $1 out. There's not one person that can sit here and say that they would be okay with somebody doing that. So why are you okay with somebody taking 10 seconds of your day, but then it ruins the next 4 hours? Why are you okay with getting into an argument with someone and then letting it drag on for the next 5 hours and ruin half of your day or a quarter of your day? Why are you okay with wasting time and pushing things to tomorrow? Why are you okay with living in tomorrow or living in yesterday and never living in today? So I hope that this triggers something in your brain. I hope that it inspires you to push yourself a little bit harder, to maybe organize your days a little bit better, to use those 86,400 seconds or $86,400 a little bit better. And I hope that this inspires you to be the best version that you can be every single day that you wake up, because there's no use in living in tomorrow. You can plan for the future and you can have goals and aspirations, but you need to be in the present to be able to achieve those things and work towards those things, but also be as grateful as possible once you achieve those things. Because if you're not present during the process, I can speak from experience, you're not going to be as grateful as you should be once you get there, because you weren't really you weren't present through all the good and bad times that you went through. You kind of were just like there and just like floating through the situation, if that makes sense. You didn't really absorb everything that was going on during those moments, right? So I implore you to use your time effectively. Use those 86,400 minutes or $86,400 effectively. Don't let anybody rob you of more time or money than they should in the situation of 86,400 minutes / dollars. I hope you guys are having an awesome week, an awesome month, an awesome day. I hope you guys are going to end off the year strong, and I hope that this inspires you to push yourself to a new level. Peace.